What's going on? It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with the Boxing Clinic. One time for the one time. Early morning grind. Doing more of these early morning videos as well. According to Bob Arum, the reason that Terence Crawford and Manny Pacquiao, didn't get made last year and currently not getting made is because Pacquiao wants more money to fight Terence Crawford. He says the risk must match the reward, basically, and that's the reason why it didn't happen last year. He said the money that Bob that he offered Pacquiao wasn't enough, and he said he wants more money to face Terence Crawford to take that risk. And that just tells you right there that like I told guys, Pacquiao, Cotto, Mayweather, and Marquez is just in the game for the money. And at the end of the day, he'd rather go fight Jeff Horn. That's his decision. People, Manny Pacquiao plays that, I just talked to my promoter shit. And at the end of the day, if he don't want to fight somebody and don't want to take a deal, he won't take it. And that's point blank, period. So, people that for years they hid behind that excuse and said it was Bob Arum that make him move and do this. No, this is Pacquiao. I think Pacquiao wants to make the best dollar, the most dollar that he can make at this point in his career. And he don't want to take those risks right now. That just shows you that Crawford, truly is a threat to him in his mind and in his camp mind. And he just wants the money. And if people don't understand why the Jeff Horn fight is such a big money grab, because that's the biggest fight in Australia boxing history. And I don't even think it's sold out yet. If tickets went on sale, I'm not sure. I think maybe it's another event I'm talking about. It's going to be pay-per-view in Australia. He's probably going to get the lion's share of that. It's probably going to be a sold-out big arena. He get the lion's share of that. Then he going to get some money from HBO. For regular, because it's going to be on regular HBO Boxing After Dark, whatever, championship boxing, whatever it is. So he's going to rack it up. When he was over there in Asia, China, wherever he was fighting, he didn't really make a lot of money, because if he did make a lot of money, he would continue to fight over there. And that's why he took Tim Bradley fight. He knew it was a winnable fight. It was a solid purse. And basically, it's whatever that the Jesse Vargas fight brought him, that's the same amount of money the Terence Crawford fight would have brought him, according to Bob Arum. And Pacquiao wasn't okay with that, because obviously he knew he was going to run over Jesse Vargas. And obviously he knows Terence Crawford can potentially run over him. And that ain't flying over with him. He wants his cash. And hate to even bring this up, but with PBC and Al Heyman, he would pay. He would pay for this fight to happen. He would make it happen if it came out of his pocket, or he get with PBC, even though he want pay-per-view type numbers, he can make that happen. For the simple fact is, they have the money and the suitors and the backers that will want Manny Pacquiao on regular TV, and the commercials will be kind of be run like the Super Bowl commercials, not priced as high, but in the sponsorships, he can get the money as a sponsorship. I remember he paid Keith $2.5 million just to fight Leonard Bundu. He fronts the money, and if he takes a loss, he takes a loss. Bob Arum, stingy Jewish ass, he's not fronting no money. You know what I mean? He'll put a pay-per-view on, for Crawford and Postal, but he ain't taking no loss like that. He's not fronting no money for Manny Pacquiao and Terence Crawford and then take a loss. His cheap ass ain't doing that. Bob Arum has done it. He's paid a lot. He paid a lot of these dudes top dollar before they even had top fights. I mean, guys like Errol Spence, the Charlos. I mean, the list goes on. He made sure these guys were paid, well. And now they have to pay him back as well by fighting top elite fighters. Now there's no more cakewalks, according to Andre Umberto. It was an Al Heyman memo that went out for that. But these guys over at Top Rank, I understand it's a business for Bob, but he says he's feel obligated to make this fight happen. And he says now that Crawford is a more known commodity now, it's more likely that he can offer the money that Pacquiao is looking for, and the fight can happen. If he gets past Jeff Horn and everything else goes well, it's a Crawford summer fight they're planning. But it seems like that's the issue and the hang up. But it is what it is. We gone.